He's gonna have to pry it out of my dead hands.
And the first structure, the interior structure, has been hooked up to the ring, 16 feet high, 1 ton of material.
The following is a Punjabi prison match for the World Heavyweight Championship. There are no pinfalls, no submissions, no countouts, and no disqualifications. The interior structure consists of 4 doors, each one attended by a referee. Each door will be raised when called for by a competitor. The door will remain open for only 60 seconds. Once that 60 seconds has elapsed, the door will be shut and locked for good. The outer structure has no doors whatsoever. The only way to win the Punjabi prison match is by escaping both structures. Introducing first, the challenger from India, standing over 7 feet tall, weighing 420 pounds, the great Khali.
In my estimation, the odds-on favorite to win back the World Championship here tonight inside the Punjabi prison. John, you had the opportunity earlier today to actually tour this massive structure. Tell me about it. What's it like?
Michael, I came in here early to Chicago just for that, to watch them bring this massive thing in. Michael, 20 feet. That's the size of 2 basketball goals stacked on top of each other with this pointed, sharp bamboo on top of it. Michael, it would be tough to climb out of this thing, navigate this thing, and get out safely without having to fight someone first. This structure is simply dangerous.
You saw Great Khali enter in through one of those trap doors that will be closed in this matchup, only to be open when an opponent calls for it. If they don't get through that door in 60 seconds, the door will be shut and locked for the remainder of the match.
And it's not like Khali needs home court advantage. Batista, as big as he is, and he is a monster of a man, but you look at Khali, he's a giant. Batista's giving up a half a foot, 150 pounds, and stepping into this giant layer to defend his championship.
And Khali looks comfortable, John, and the reason why is this structure, well, was actually constructed in the Punjab prisons where Great Khali was born, where he grew up, where he made a name for himself, where he learned to be as savage as he has been.
There's a reason they've only done this match once here in the WWE.
From Washington, D.C., weighing 290 pounds, he is the current World Heavyweight Champion, Batista!
Batista's been champion before, he's been in wars before, but I am sure he knows it right now. We're looking at a guy, Batista, who is walking into hell.
WWE.com posed the question this week, John. Is Batista intimidated by the Punjabi prison? Your thoughts?
Batista certainly looks intimidated. How could you not be? You're looking at this 20-foot structure. Batista's never been in this. Batista may not have even seen this. I come early to watch this thing put up because I've been interested by it. I didn't see Batista. This may be the first time Batista has seen this thing up close.
But Batista did tell Khali, you don't know what it's like to be locked inside a cage with an animal. And now the outside structure, the 20-foot high structure that weighs over 1 ton, over 2,000 pounds, being locked around the ring.
You can't prepare for something like this.
A combined 1 mile of reinforced steel bamboo is what makes the structure as the Animal heads into the ring, and great Khali goes right to work on the world champion.
And the Animal has been caged.
And John, let's talk about this now. Let's talk about strategy for both of these individuals. First, starting with Khali in this matchup.
Khali's got to make sure Batista does not get comfortable. Look, this is his home. This is what he chose. This is what you want. You want to fight a guy for a world championship in your match.
And Khali caught up early on. Khali is caught up early on. And Batista, the Animal, smells blood, unloading on the 7'3".
Batista should call for a door. He should call for a door and get out. You can open a door. You got 60 seconds.
But Batista may have been looking to inflict more punishment and pain on Khali, John. Wear him down. Make get it out of the door easier. And he just ran into that huge shot by Khali.
Maybe that's also Batista getting used to the door. You see, the first thing Khali does is open the door.
Now Khali has a minute to get through that door. You see the clock is starting. If one of these individuals doesn't make it through that door in a minute, it will be locked shut for the remainder of the match.
The only thing I can compare this to, Michael, is the first time you're ever in a cage match, which is nothing like this. You are nervous. You don't know what to do, and you finally grow accustomed to it. Batista has got to have that learning curve go straight up.
This is no ordinary cage match. This is steel-reinforced bamboo. Khali trying to use his power and strength, but the Animal realizing he can't allow Khali to make it outside of the first structure, because then Batista would be locked in and Khali would have the advantage. 20 seconds left before that door shuts for good. And remember, John, you have to escape both structures to win the championship.
Michael, I've seen this structure, and you're looking at it right here. I'm not sure if I was in this match by myself I could win it. How in the world are you going to navigate this 20-foot outside structure with these pointy shots, bamboo sticks on it?
And the door, you see referee Mickey Henson going to padlock it shut, will not open for the remainder of the matchup. Only 3 other doors remain as the World Heavyweight Championship is on the line inside the Punjabi prison.
And Michael, that inside structure is 16 feet. But once you add the fact that it's sitting on top of the ring, it's 20 feet to the ground.
And Khali, the 420-pounder, with great strategy, trying to wear down the champion. And you mentioned what Batista has to do earlier, John. Batista also has to avoid that devastating vice grip. If Khali can lock that in, Khali's going to be able to take his time getting out of this structure.
Khali locks that in. He's defeated Batista before. Whether you find a fat lady and tell her to sing because it's ball game, it's over. No one has gotten out of that vice grip.
And Batista, the world champion. Batista trying to battle out, runs into the boot again. Earlier tonight, Khali was in deep meditation. His translator Ranjan Singh saying he was praying to the most evil of Hindu gods for guidance and support. It seems to be working in the early going. Watch this boot, right to the skull. And Batista just hasn't been able, John, to get anything going in the early going.
That is like getting hit with a cinder block, Michael.
But Batista rolled out of the way. Perhaps this is the opening for the Animal.
What a way to have to defend a world championship.
Oh, a spear! And the Khali is down. The Giant is down, fell by the spear. Can Batista escape the inner structure?
He's calling for it. Batista's calling for it.
And the door is open. The second door has been opened.
Batista's chance.
The first one open to no avail. Can Batista take advantage? Khali trying to keep the champion inside the inner structure. Remember, you've got to escape both cages. Batista trying to get out of this first bamboo structure. And Khali, the #1 contender.
What a way to have to defend a world championship. You work all your life for a world championship, you get stuck in something like a Punjabi prison to defend it.
This is Khali's backyard. He feels comfortable in this structure.
Look how close Batista is.
Yeah, but this 7'3", 420-pound former champion is being just overpowered. And look at the position Batista's in. Lifted up and just being forced into that.
Got 8 seconds to get out.
Batista's or Khali have got to get out through that door before it's locked for the remainder of the match. Neither one will do it. The door will be locked shut. We are down to 2. 2 doors remain to be opened.
Khali was pushing Batista almost through the cage. Michael, there's only 2 doors left. If they don't get out of one of these 2 doors, they have got to climb this structure to get out. The first structure, the interior structure.
Well,
and it's still 20 feet from the top to the floor.
Completely legal. There are no disqualifications. Khali using that rope. Just look at him. Khali trying to wear Batista down. If Batista passes out, Khali can waltz out of this structure.
Choking the life out of Batista. You talk about a brutal matchup, Michael. Only on SmackDown.
But only at No Mercy.